Because dia pun sebut bahawa we cannot win this coming election. We have to wait for GE16. And GE16 is not for Anwar, it's for him. It's actually the hidden message is to prepare for him to be the next.
In fact, that's the problem in this country. You know, you are so fixated on a person. It's about whether this guy become prime minister or not. And that's the problem with Saifuddin.
"公正党总秘书赛夫丁日前接受《新洲日报》与百合专访时直言，对手拉菲兹一再说西蒙无法在来届大选取胜，其实是在为自己铺路。对这番说辞，拉菲兹接受专访时就驳斥，并反过来指有赛夫丁这样的领袖待在安华身边，才是导致安华迟迟无法上位的原因。
I didn't get involved. I didn't get any position, anything whatsoever from Pakatan Harapan. Find me a person in the last 20 years who did not get a single position after the party wins big and he was instrumental in the leadership. I may be the only one. So that track record, I think, speaks for itself. That I don't think the public even believe that I have interest in politics that much. Otherwise, they didn't have to really persuade and run campaign to persuade me to come back to politics. If you ask me whether Anwar can make it this time around or next general election, it's beyond me. You know, I'm not in a position to say whether it's Anwar, whether it's Saifuddin, whether it's Izzah. In fact, that's the problem in this country. You know, you are so fixated on a person. It's about whether this guy become prime minister or not. And that's the problem with Saifuddin. Because he thinks that the whole of politics, he wants to define it as whether you are supporting Anwar to become prime minister or not. Because that is, he thinks, his strength. He thinks that his strength is Anwar Ibrahim. The public wants something else. The public wants to see a political party that can really articulate and help the public by being a better government, by having a better policy. Only when the public trusts the party enough, whether PKR or Pakatan Harapan, then you become government. It doesn't matter whether it's GE15 or GE16, you know. It's about what do we do to put the party in the best position to win an election. And for that to happen, you know, we need competent leaders who can relate. We need competent leaders who can articulate. The sooner we do that, the sooner Anwar becomes prime minister. But, you know, it is not going to make any difference if Saifuddin goes around saying that, you know, please make Anwar Ibrahim prime minister. If we can't make this one, let's try next one, or let's try next one. Because Anwar Ibrahim will not become prime minister anytime if the kind of leaders around him are not effective, cannot articulate, and in the last 2 years, in fact, provoke the voters because you are seen to be negotiating with Najib and Zahid, the very groups of people whom the voters have rejected in the first place.
对拉菲兹来说，把握时间，在全国大选采用对的策略，才是让安华当上首相的关键。
If you want to do something, do it properly. If you want to win an election, win an election. But what we cannot do is that keep on telling people we will win election, we will do this, and then you don't get prepared, you deploy different strategies, and then you go into the next election, you lose again. And then you go to the next election, you lose again. In the process, not only that it demoralizes the public and the supporters, more importantly, the longer you allow UMNO Barisan Nasional to become government, the more damage it is to the country. So it is in our best interest to focus on preparing for the election. And we hope that if our preparation is right, the strategy is right, we appeal to the public, Pakatan wins and Anwar can become Prime Minister. Rather than arguing about when or how or defending that Anwar must become Prime Minister, but nothing is being done because that's not going to help anyone.